First at 6, experts say there's a lot of people who need housing in Tulsa, but it's just not available. Thanks for joining us. I'm Craig Day.
And I'm Lori Fulbright. A new study says there's a shortage of housing in all price ranges, and that is driving up the prices for everybody. News on 6's Emory Bryan is live with that story for us. Emory?
Well, some new research shows that Tulsa is very short on housing, and meeting the demand will cost about $250 million a year on top of what's being spent already. Most of that could come from the private sector, but not all of it. Even with all of the rooftops in Tulsa, there are not enough houses to meet the demand, and not just for low-income people. The study shows Tulsa over the next 10 years will need 12,900 new units of housing, whether it's rental or for sale. That would cost $2.5 billion on top of the current investments. It breaks down to an annual increase of 1,290 units when 830 are typically built in the city. The estimate is $37 million of new funding is needed just to close the gap.
And that's what this study is urging all levels of our community to get involved in.
Housing Solutions organized the study they hope will lead to more construction and remodeling of homes that are obsolete.
They are falling into disrepair, and so this study actually calls for about 20% of the total funds that need to be spent on housing is just for rehabilitation and repairs to existing housing so that we don't lose them from our pool.
The problem is so great, new sources of private and public investment would have to be identified, while the Tulsa Housing Authority says they can scale up to meet some of the demand.
We have a pipeline of projects that are ready to go once we can assemble all of the partnerships that are needed to provide services to residents, to provide financing, and to provide more housing opportunities throughout the city.
The most serious shortage for housing is for people who make less than $80,000 a year. Of course, that's most people. But according to this research, even people in higher income brackets are having trouble finding the houses that they want to buy. Reporting live downtown Tulsa, Emory Bryan, Oklahoma's own News on 6.